Hello, my fair maiden. We're talking about the Maiden right now. This is the first part of our Triple Goddess series. And give me 1 second. More than 1 second, but fuck it. So look, the Maiden. The Maiden is the most important aspect of the Triple Goddess, because no matter what goddess you end up turning into, you all start off as a maiden. Every last one of my women that's on this planet, you all start off as the goddess maiden. Okay, you are the young version. Yeah, you're that too. You're the young virgin that represents fertility, that represents coming of age, that represents the rose. The rose is very, very delicate, right? It's beautiful, it's delicate, it's intricate, but it also has fucking spikes and thorns and shit, you know what I'm saying? So the reason that the maiden is represented by the rose is because of that delicacy. Now, because I've never raised a woman. In fact, it's been 43 years in my whole family since a woman been born. Like, my mother was the last lady born in my family for 43 years. Like, it's niggas all over my family and shit. And every last woman is a goddess. So, fuck all of that, you need to be conscious. Fuck all of that, you need to be religious. None of that shit matter. Every last female human is a goddess, right? Gonna get that shit off the bat. Now, when you come into life, your first cycle, your first level of this shit is maidenhood. That's when you're young, you're naive, clumsy and shit like that. You still like fucking piggyback rides and ponies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Teletubbies, Tamagotchis and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Tweety Bird. That's all cool. Because y'all all go through it. All of y'all go through it. All of y'all are the maiden, the goddess. All of y'all represent the waxing moon. The moon that's about to get into its half phase. Fuck the half phase. A moon that's gonna go into her full phase. You digging what I'm saying? You a maiden until you become a full moon. You a goddamn maiden until you become a full moon. So the crescent moon that's waxing, that's you. The motherfucking new moon that's starting to get like a little tiny sliver, that's you. So, hey. So, all of y'all women, all of y'all are divine, and all of y'all start off as maidens. So this is why it's important. This is why it's very important. Because the maiden's environment makes up so much of her. It makes up so much of that woman's life. It makes so much of what she believes she's worth. It pretty much solidifies how people respond to her. You know what I mean? Like, this is the beginning phases of a fucking woman. Not to mention where all of the fucking trauma starts at. This shit can get dark. And believe me, I don't even want to take it into a dark direction. But me being a destroyer, I'm compelled to talk about it. Because that dark shit need to get the fuck up out of here. Right? So, you being a maiden, you being the goddess, right? We need your environment to be for you, right? So we need everybody to bend themselves and bend over backwards for you. To some degree. Because yeah, as a maiden, you deserve cupcakes, you deserve tea parties, you deserve piggyback rides, but do you deserve a fucking pony? That's where shit end up breaking the dam. But fuck all that shit. That ain't even important, right? Thing about the maiden and why she is so important for her environment to be right is because a maiden is brought into this world through the mother. The mother influences the maiden. I'm talking about human women, right? The mother influences the maiden. So, for instance, let's say that the mother doesn't look at herself as a divine, and she don't really have the best or the greatest relationship with men. It may not be a man in the house. With it not being a man in the house, this young maiden won't know how to share her energy with a man. Let's say it's 75 niggas in the house in a month. She's gonna think that that's the way she shares her energy with a man. So we need to really pay attention to our maidens. These are our goddesses. These are the goddesses that are going to usher in the new age. And whatever generation that maiden ends up going into, and whatever men that she ends up sharing her energy with, she's gonna make these men God. I haven't gotten to the whole aspect of how the goddess makes God. I may have touched on it in like 1 point or 2, but if the maiden, the goddess, the maiden, the waxing moon, the maiden, if she allows any old fucking fuck ass, rinky dink ass, bullshit ass, fucking smoking stress all day ass nigga mess around with her and share energies with her, we gonna have a bad time. And yo, why my shit keep going out, man? I be talking to y'all too much. But fuck all this shit. We talking about this shit. So the maiden is the most important aspect of the fucking whole shit. She's not the most powerful, but the maiden is the flower. She's the rose. Take care of the motherfucking rose. Don't get stuck by the rose. The rose and its thorns will burn you. Shit gonna fucking hurt. But clip the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And raise the fucking rose so that it knows what it's worth, that it knows its value. The maiden is the most important aspect of the whole triple goddess, because you cannot get a mother without a maiden, and you cannot get a crone without a maiden. It all comes from this. Every divine feminine shares this: maidenhood. Maidenhood is so fucking important. To all of my single fathers out there that have daughters, man, what's your cash app, yo? I owe you some motherfucking money. Keep on doing your shit. I ain't gonna really send you no motherfucking money. I just said that shit. But what I mean by that is y'all are the motherfucking, y'all hold this shit down. Single fathers that have daughters will raise the illest maidens. I promise you. I fucking promise you. Single mothers that raise these maidens, it may not be the same thing, because how the cycle works, the maiden is influenced by her mother, right? Now, if her mother is a single mother, as I said before, she may not have a dynamic of her and a male in the house. So that young maiden won't see it. And if she's just too open, and even if it's not too open, and she's just open enough to where she's dealing with one dude on this occasion or one dude on this occasion, that maiden is still gonna pay attention and see what's going on with like everything that's going, like with the picture. Now for the father knows, because the father has been with so many different maidens and so many different mothers that subconsciously he's not going to raise that woman to be in the same boat as these women that he have shared his energy with. You see how this works? So when it comes to the maiden, all your motherfucking attention has to be on this. You have to raise this woman to be a fucking woman so that she can be a great mother. The transition from maidenhood to motherhood is predicated on her maidenhood. It doesn't matter if her going through that pregnancy and that deliverance by herself. It don't matter if she by herself. As long as she went through maidenhood, knowing what was really, then she good, nigga. She motherfucking good. So this is the most motherfucking important aspect of all this shit. In Bronx Tale, right? Sonny was like, yo, you get 3 good women in your life. Nigga might have been talking about the triple goddess. I know I had 3 great women in my life. I can attribute the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone with people that I have shared so much of my energy, so much of my honest and harmonious energy. You feel me? It's a difference between sharing energy with somebody and then sharing harmonious, honest energy, all in favor of creation and actual love. I've shared energy with all 3 aspects of the goddess. And I'm grateful. Because of that, I'm where I am right now. Because of my motherfucking young ass boyhood and shit. Because I met my maiden when I was 14. Because I met my mother when I was 17. Because I met my crone when I was 20. And because I broke up with my crone, well, I mean, she broke up with me. And because I found out that my mother was my twin flame, and she popped back up when I was 28, around the time after Saturn had already returned. And I've already understood myself. I saw things. So I'm very, very blessed and favored by the goddess to be able to see these aspects. So allow me to continue with this series. The Maiden has all of my prayers, all of my support. And I will fight, I will kill, I will destroy for my maidens out there. Because the rest of the fucking world relies on you. Because you are where creative energy comes from. Once you blossom into your full womanhood and it's ready for you to become a mother. I want you to become a mother in the best way possible. That way you don't undergo so much stress, undergo so much turmoil, and have to feel like you've been betrayed and left all alone. Those are some crone traits. Well, not traits, but that's how the beginnings of a crone start. We're gonna get more and more into this series, and I would love if you had any questions. Just put this shit down there. I would love if you had any comments. Just put this shit down. You know what I'm saying? And I would love if you just fucking like this shit. Now, granted, it is my will that you feel to some degree enlightened, to some degree more abreast in what's really going on the esoteric. And as a little tidbit, I would like for you to go and get your natal chart done. I am not the astrology guy, but I love astrology, men and women, right? It helped me to figure out who I was, and it helped me to figure out how I could relate to the rest of the world. Now, regardless of what you feel about astrology, as far as how it pertains to you, I'm pretty sure that you can use it when it comes time for you to connect with the rest of the world. Once you realize that anything that's been withheld from you is a reciprocal of what you withhold from the world, you realize that reaching out is the greatest way to get hands reaching within you. So get more in touch with the astrological, get more in touch with the esoteric, get more in touch with the spiritual, and get more in touch with yourself. I'm on a level right now where there is no right, there is no wrong. Because truth has at least 360 degrees of observing. And knowing that, I can tell that I'm the minority. So I would love for all of you guys to just express love, be yourselves, and enjoy this scenario. Enjoy this act. Enjoy the art that you're a part of. And fucking know what you're capable of. As above, so below. If you continue to fear God and believe that you're something lesser, you won't be able to reach your full potential, and you'll feel like your imagination is working against you. Open yourself up to everything. Remember, knowing the ledge isn't power. Having no ledge, that's something different. We're gonna get into the mother next. I love the mother. That's my motherfucking homie. I'm in love with the mother. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm in love with this aspect of the goddess next time. Thank you.